You know what I'm talking about? I almost want to today. Y'all know what I'm talking about? Today, I almost want to. You know the thing about a YT, right? And not the entertainer. You know what I'm talking about? You see things, when you're politicking and stuff. You know what I'm saying? It is so many hood dudes saying ether is the truth. Y'all seen any bunnies hopping around? Yeah? Hoppity hop hop. Hoppity hop hopping. Nah. Y'all seen any snow bunnies? Y'all know what I'm talking about? Ooh wee. Why she doing my partner like that? That is not your partner. Stop capping. It's gonna be a lot more. Cause I'm trying to tell you, like I tried to tell him. It's foggy and stuff. It's foggy, you know what I'm saying? It's foggy and funky. And not like a comedina. You know what I'm talking about? Ooh wee. I seen something today, right? Just I'm awakened. I am physically awakened and spiritually awakened. You know what I'm talking about? Now before I start talking about Jay Diggs, right? Because y'all know I gotta say something about it, right? I want to talk about Blueface, right? I did not know that he was the one busting down Tatiana. Tatiana. Listen, I said, oh, that's him. Because, like, I'm not all in the industry per se or whatnot like that. You know what I'm talking about? I didn't know he was the one busting down Tatiana. You know what I'm saying? Y'all seen that interview? Blueface was looking uncomfortable. I said, something want to jump out and lash at him. He was like, trying to hold me, like he had that tick on him. He like Thriller, Thriller. Nah. Woo-hoo-hoo. I said, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. He's trying to hold it back. It's marinating all up in his neck. He got the twitching, they got that twitch. I love YouTube today. You know what I'm talking about? He said, apparently, him and his snow buddy is in the Hooskow. Apparently, you know what I'm talking about? Oh, I know who next. You know what I'm saying? That's why I said all of my viewers, they're going to get a kick out of this. You know what I'm talking about? Oh, I don't mind. If you say, either into it that this on this day or woo 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 woo. Oh, we can all get this bag. You know what I'm talking about? Because I already tried. You know what I'm saying? They stingy. You know what I'm talking about? Listen. I seen Lavish D, right? He had one of them stars, you know what I'm saying? I said, that's nice right there. That's nice. That's a select one, Jerry. You know what I'm talking about? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ooh-wee. Let me clear my throat. Like he did last night. You know what I'm talking about? Ooh-wee. Ether ain't ish. I sure ain't. Why she mad? Ooh, because I'm hungry and starving. You know what I'm talking about? Now let's just dissect this, right? I already knew who was being monitored. I already know who. Because when you're up, you're up. It's up and it's stuck. You know what I'm talking about? Now you say 20s and 30s, 40s and 50s, a half thing. I told y'all that. '20s and 30s, 40s and 50s, a half thing. You know what I'm saying? I heard somebody say last night, I want her poor just like me. I said, you first. And I said that a year ago. Anytime I hear it, I say, you first. You want me in a Who Scout? I don't do nothing like that because you know what I'm saying? I don't have a image to present. You know what I'm saying? So that's not gonna be me. You first. You know what I'm talking about? You first, my ninja. And I do mean my ninja. Y'all remember all that content that he put out about Fig? That right there, that's a cold happening, Captain. You know what I'm talking about? He don't move like that. Y'all know that. You know what I'm saying? That's what I like about him. He incog ninja. Now let's just talk about it. Do you know that he got some of them aces? Put a case in front of it. You wouldn't want to be him because I'm gonna say, let him go instead of him. You know what I'm talking about? That's how I move. Yep, don't want to do that. I'm just sitting here with all of these powers and no dollars. You know what I'm talking about? So what can I F up now, Tatiana? Y'all know, y'all know he was twitching and stuff, you know. It wanted to come out, it wanted to lash out, you know what I'm saying? Y'all know, right? The word around the streets is some of these cheers and interviews y'all go to, I mean, y'all career over after that. When I tried to explain that to somebody, they didn't understand it because some people think backwards. Y'all know what I'm talking about? Like when I said, you don't run off on the plug twice. You know what I'm saying? It's dual. Yeah, it has multiple meanings, triple, quadruple meanings. You don't run off on the plug at all, right? But if you happen to do it once, you're not gonna do it twice. Y'all know what I'm talking about? You feel me? There's been a whole lot of running off on the plug around here. I'm gonna make it interesting for y'all. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Y'all gonna come up, and when y'all come up, don't do like them and start buying $10,000 chains. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to do that, cause this is not copacetic, and it is not convenient. You know what I'm talking about? Consistent, and neither is theirs. That's what y'all don't understand. You know, there's a lot of things that's not consistent, but you know, the tricks of the trade, like they like to say, is you gotta fool them into thinking that you do got something. Then the whole time you got something else brewing in the pot. You know what I'm talking about? On the stove in the kitchen. You know what I'm talking about? Shaking it up, shaking it and baking it. And I do mean soda. Put some bacon in it. You know what I'm talking about? Apparently, the rap game is not what makes ninjas rich. You know what I'm talking about? Ooh-wee. Ooh. I want some potatoes with my bacon. Hoppity hop hop. The snow bunny got you what? I'm trying to tell you. Now, if there was just a little white bunny running around, I'm innocent. Hoppity hoppity hop. Hoppity hoppity. Who's next? She know. She had her feature already. Y'all know what I'm talking about. If I can just get me one of them, I'll be set for life. You sure will be, my ninja. Every other video. She look young for her age. 1,026. Let's see, what else? I didn't get it. By the time I got to the snow bunny, I was like, whoa, all right. It's going to be too much stuff to try to remember. I almost did. Y'all almost make me want to share y'all music, but, you know, ain't nobody shared me, so F it. I'd rather do it like this, you know what I'm saying? Talk about it. Everybody else talking about it, so I can't talk about it. Let me tell y'all something. One of them Hafanasi Ganias decided to put a shakedown on Jay Diggs. And when she did it, everybody heard everything he was thinking when she was around him. One of y'all, when y'all go get y'all hair twisted, the locks, everyone could hear everything you saying. Now I'm trying to figure out, is it the real Jay Diggs or the fake one? Because they both fake. Hoppity hop hop. It's so many black females that is laughing right now. Because they get chose first. You know what I'm talking about? Ooh, where's the Passport Brothers? Because I got something for y'all too. Woo-wee. I'm smiling in the midst of my tribulation. You know what I'm talking about? This is one of them moments where you just say, it's fine right now. You know what I'm saying? It's fine. Y'all know. When something major happened in my life, I'm gonna talk about it. I'm gonna monetize that too. Cause you know, I'm just a regular schmegular person. I'm not a celebrity. I'm not rich. You know what I'm talking about? I'm royal. It's different. You know? Royals have money. You think? Royals have your money, and that's why they wealthy. Sign your name and your Sikanina on the dotted line. You know what I'm talking about? Oh, wait. Ether is wrong. He don't know what I said, but he know it's right. You know what I'm talking about? I thought about it, right? You know, if I was born a male, it'd be a whole lot of stuff I'd be doing, but I wouldn't be pushing. You know what I'm talking about? Because that is not feasible and that is not copacetic. You know what I'm talking about? Woo-wee. Now wait till that Rico gets smacked on you. Whoa! Woo! I said 20s and 30s, 50s and 40s, or everything. Now y'all know what I'm talking about. I knew it. I knew it. When I woke up and I went outside, I smelled Mary J. And I said, uh-huh. It's going down tonight. Tonight it goes down. Woo-hoo-hoo. I sure do. This morning, all I heard was boom, boom, boom. Mm-hmm. Sure about it. Y'all might not hear about it until years later. Somebody gonna say, this is what Ethan was talking about. I told you I was gonna make you a believer. It just so happened that you don't know who you take off when you put certain things in your music. You don't know who heard what about somebody else and said, he did that to me. You don't know who. You don't. In my era, we move silent. That means the whole time somebody will be sitting there in your presence, acting like they like you, and you get gaffled up. There was a saying, you keep your friends close and your enemies closest. What if your friend is your enemy? Then what? What if somebody decide that they not finna be like the other ones that was signed before? You know, that's a part of evolution. I'm for sure about it. Why she so... Hey, let me tell you, you know how many wanted me in a casket? Just because I was doing my job. I said, y'all gotta stop taking this stuff personal. This is a collective reading. That means it's goo-gops of people going through this at the same time. But everybody figured like, there's too many details. This is my story. I ain't gave her absolutely nothing, but she put me up on game. And if she continue to put out free readings, I'm gonna watch the free readings like everybody else in that voice. And then all of a sudden, woo wop, bow, 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 ta-da, 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 ta, gaffled up. The Big G said, Inefficinos shakati. That's my chair. And he meant it. That means before you can do it, he gonna do it. That means I'll be breathing one day and then the next on the ground before you could do it, if it gets to that point. That's telling, don't y'all think? Apparently, that's how he is with his cherubs. You not gonna do it. Because you're not gonna be able to. Now, we're gonna talk about that Afanah that you have right there, that's Saudi, with no ammo. You know what I'm talking about? Y'all remember that reading that I talked about? Somebody went to the range and they didn't have no ammo. Ooh wee. Somebody got fired behind that. You ever just think like the Big G made a plan for that? You know, when stuff is so old, it's not ricochet, it's backfire. Pow! Y'all know what I'm talking about? So you better guard your grill. I'm just saying, it's just so much to talk about. Boom! Got him. You know, out here in the Cali, they come early in the morning, like 5. I remember I was in my Ascension home, and all I heard was boom, boom, boom. This has been happening for 4 years. 4. Consistently. I talk about it because I can. I'm monetizing it like everybody else. You know? When you got all of them that don't like you, that talk about it in their music and they voice it on the gram, why you worried about little old me? Hoppity hop hop. Why y'all acting like it's just so much money out there? Like y'all y'all acting like you gonna send them and she gonna come back with 5 racks. Yeah, come on, them days is over. Why y'all playing? Why y'all playing with the game like that? For you to get 5 racks in a day from a bunny, you would have to have 15 of them. Why is y'all playing like that? Don't nobody move like that. Y'all trying to figure out what the game is, and I done already told you. 2 words. I do not instruct people on how to go against their being. You know what I'm talking about? That is not my calling. I just read the energy. So I ain't worried about it. If they happen to look in my files and all of that black and white, they gonna say everything is copacetic and feasible over here. You know what I'm talking about? I was the one that told you need to pay those. Put a text in front of it. You know what I'm saying? You feel me? I say, I'm gonna give y'all one. I say, don't nobody need to buy no mansions for the next 10 years. Now play with it. I'm telling you, you're gonna be mad. First of all, it's in the wrong area and you in the wrong energy. You feel me? There you go. If y'all would have did like y'all was supposed to, like y'all was told to, you would have been on the financial tier. Everything that you just went through last week and today, you would have missed it. Everybody keep talking about, I would donate, but the holidays is here. Yeah, the holidays is here. Y'all know what time it is, right? See, the hood see the holidays different. You know what I'm saying? He said, I know at least 30 in the last 30 years that done went to the Hooskow on a holiday. Ha ha! They cold with it. You know what I'm saying? They cold, right? You be like, it's Christmas in that voice. then why are you over here doing that? You know, it's nothing that you could tell them at that point because they already know everything that they need to know because they've been watching you. I like to talk about it. I imagine somewhere somebody's laughing that just ran up in there and took you down. Yeah. And I do mean down now. Everything. It's about 30,000 people right now that say, I don't want to be rich. The cold. She over there like, I don't care. I live in the jets, but it's feasible in Copacetic. Woo, wait. Listen. I am different. So my content gonna be different. I don't need no picture of him. Cause we don't know if those is up-to-date pictures. You know what I'm saying? We don't know if that was something that was from 5 years ago or, you know what I'm saying? We don't know. Let me see. How long have I been talking about this? 6 years. I told you, you're down there in the South playing around. Woo-hoo-wee. That was me. Oh, we ain't got to the Brazil content yet. When y'all say y'all gonna be saying that with woo 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 woo. Some of y'all gonna get slick with it. Cause you gotta stand out from the rest. If I was you, I would not pay that person. Because let me tell you, he got more than 6 figures. The ones y'all keep paying for views. Subscribers. Woo! It's so much going on right now, y'all. The hood don't know that everything is malfunctioning. The hood don't know that. They not on their devices constantly. They not going up in establishments and taking out LOANSs. Let me tell y'all, I'm good. Because you know what I said? If this is my calling, if this is a role that I'm supposed to play in this body, in this life, so be it. Ain't nothing I can do about it. Some of y'all gonna realize that you don't need that bad. A lot of people figure this out when they got them cuffs on them. Like, I don't need that bad. You know, I'm good right here. I just need me a little piece of job and that's it. Because when he say it is a paradigm shift, that means it's evolution. Eve, not F. Let me tell y'all, I got so many readers shook right now because they know what they did was not copacetic. And it makes sense to one because she is a boutique owner that she should have never did that because she got a plan for that if somebody do it to her. Y'all don't get that this spiritual stuff is meaningful. When I told you that you had to be on tier 3 for that, you said, I am protected. I don't need that. And then all of a sudden, instead of trying to figure out who owed me, who my past life enemies is, and when I told you spiritually and I'm telling you physically, I don't have no enemies. Absolutely not one. Not one. And I'm for sure about it. Y'all are figuring out that angels are not nice. And now y'all know why. They're not nice. Everything has been turned around and distorted for beons. And people come along and they feel like they know the ins and outs. When you get bold enough to start commanding Archangel Michael to protect you, that's something else. You don't know who and what Archangel Michael is. They got a book, y'all. I'm talking to the hood, the ones that's like me, starving and hungry, but they all right. They got a book that when they feel like they found something, I know who wrote that doctrine. I know who that is. I know him. Not who published it, who originally wrote it. Anytime they feel like they're losing something, they start calling on these deities because they are ascended beings. And if Ether can hear and talk to archangels because she is an angel, then that means I should be able to talk to these Damanashi because I know that I am D class, demon class. And then all of a sudden your neighbors want to know why they keep hearing stuff fall. You want to know why your tower came down just like Ether's. And I'm telling you why. Because they calling on stuff. You know that you can't banish them because you did it too. I said, let them stay there. That's their house now. When she said, I said, go over there to Ether's house, hotel, car, wherever she live at, go over there. I laughed. I said in her mind, no. Let me tell you, if these ones, the hood ones, could do what I do, they'd be doing it all day. All day. Because that's what y'all do. Y'all go and look into people's eyes and think you programming them to do something to somebody else. I said it. Because if y'all see it, y'all gonna notice it too. He was uncomfortable, and it was because of what he was sitting in front of. It wasn't right. He'd rather be around the HE razors than what he was sitting there. It just something just wanted to just come out. I know that energy. I used to sit it, right? When I be at work and I go to lunch and I be sitting there minding my own business. Somebody decide they want to come talk to me, and then all of a sudden I feel strange and unusual. Like, why? Why I feel like I want to bob them upside down? That's not me. I know I'm good. I am nice. And then you're just like, I can't. Just shut up. Let me tell y'all something. I don't care what nobody say. Some of these content creators is sharp with it. I seen one, y'all, and I said, I know she hear it. I know she hear it. I'm not gonna say no names because y'all feel like when I say certain content creators' names that y'all can go play with them. Because if they happen to not be elect ones, you feel like you could do what you done did to several entertainers. Now y'all figuring out y'all not getting no money from it. This is the crew that said, if we say we're going to give them $100,000, then they'll do whatever we want. Y'all did that to a whole bunch of demonic sheep. And when you pass over, you're going to encounter them. Y'all feel like y'all could do whatever y'all want and just get away with it. Now you understand that you are a being. So that means your being is going to be somewhere when that body decays. Listen, y'all. It ain't even 11 o'clock. And it's already so much stuff going. He's going to go pay for his motel room. He'll be back. I told y'all, listen, these ones said, put my presence with ether. And I said, now it's mine. Because they felt like if they put their presence with me, they could monitor me. When the big G separates their presence and they move through the ethereal plane, because that's what it is, all kind of stuff attached to them. By the time they get where they feel my presence is, I'm notified, right? And they sit and listen to all of y'all that are in cahoots with him or her. When y'all figured out that it was y'all that he was monitoring, she was monitoring, you decided to say, make either believe it's her because you feel like I'm going to do something to someone spiritually. That is not my calling. You know what I'm talking about? Y'all so oopy, y'all done separated your presence from your astral body. When you get to Dona Sikinia, the courtyard, it's gonna be hilarious. And I get to see it. Because if you are fragmented like that, because you're not oversoul, when you get there, they already know what you did. Yeah, for sure about it. Because they want me to be. Y'all keep feeling like you gonna do what the originals did. Do you know the big G got a plan for that? You are not an original. And while we on it, let's talk about principalities, because y'all think principalities are angels, and they're not. They're not. Those of you that do Haskania, Sangomas, you are aware of what principality is, but you call it something else. Y'all was not taught right. That's the point. The stuff that y'all say are angels, they know are not angels. He's waiting for one of y'all to call him, email him, text him that you need a cleansing way over there in Acacia, Nigeria. That's what he's waiting for. So do it. I say charge them $1,500, not $1,000. Because apparently when you do it, it sticks for a day or two. But that's what they're paying for. I'm all for it. You call him Baba Asi. I don't know why you put the Asi. It's Ashe. Ashe. Ashe, Ashe, Ashe. Sound familiar? We're going to go ahead and pour out some libations. Isikina, Ashe. Barasikitina, Ashe. Osefino, Akitina, Ashe. Sinafa, Ashe, Set, Ashe, Osekinasi, Ashe, Babala Akatanina, Ashe. Sound familiar? That is a cadence. Y'all waiting for him to talk. I'm telling y'all, at certain points, I can hear him and I know it's him. He let me know. He said, I knew I heard her name, her mint name. I knew I heard her name. I knew it. I was just off. And the big G said, her too. Her too. And I was just a baby when he did that one. There's nobody that I know of outside of Dr. Delbert Blair, the black one, that could touch Bobby Hemmett when it comes down to spiritual stuff. Jules Pookrum is in a different class, and even she knows it. Y'all sit up here and y'all want to know the greats. You feel like they should be wealthy. They feel like that too. But it don't work like that for spiritual callings. And then to add injury to insult, y'all, somebody writes about it, and eons later, you are famous. And somebody decides they're going to call on you for wealth. Like y'all did Oshun. For beauty. Because Oshun is the beauty goddess. You know what I'm talking about? You call on Shun if you want to feel sensual and beautiful. Y'all know what I'm telling about? I say you don't call on Oshun for nothing because, baby, you don't know who Oshun is to you. Ooh-wee. Oshun asina sasha cantina, ora da sia. You know what I'm talking about? Ether is one of them. I'm trying to tell you, Ether is one of them. When I said Orisha, let's dissect Orisha. There's a false belief that Orishas are gods. That's a false belief. They're pantheons. I know the definition of pantheon in this modern day text is demigod. I know that. And if you believe that, why are you playing with me? Because I told you I was one. Why would you play with me? Either you are not a pantheon. I heard everything that happened that night. I even seen red. But you're not one of them. Now y'all know why she run around saying, I'm Anisha, I'm Anisha. No, you are not. You are Balasi. I said, call yourself by your rightful title. Balasi. Your rank is Ufi Ufi. Ooey. Let me tell you something, y'all. It's about 5,000 ninjas right now that's saying, I would F with Ether. I don't care what she looked like. I am a hot commodity. I can run around with a bag on my head. They don't care. I'm trying to tell you. The Crypt Keeper is your mama. And I'm for sure about it. Woo! They keep saying every picture that I put out is old, y'all. If I put out a picture today, they gonna say that's old. That's like 10. She young. She look young. Every picture I put out 10 years ago. She said, I know that that's a recent one because she was in her Ascension home and it's crushed velvet. That is upholstery. That is not crushed velvet. Everyone that had that or have it knows that that is upholstered furniture. And I'm gonna tell you right now, it was cheap made. It was expensive when I bought it, but it was cheap made. Now y'all can get it at a discount because it's already been ran through and everybody has sensationalized it. When you get it, you're going to say it's all kind of stuff. It collect dust, the wood is not durable. It look good for presentation, but it's cheaply made, all of it. When you go into some of these elders' homes and you see the plastic on the furniture, that's because that is the expensive stuff that is well made. They know it. The china cabinets and all of that. Cherry wood. We don't get that stuff. You're going to get some hybrid, yours is made like mine was. If that wood break at the bottom, you're going to be on the floor. You know what I'm saying? Don't get to you bumping and grinding too good. You know what I'm saying? When you realize that you can't vacuum up under there, you can't move it to sweep. You know what I'm saying? You be sitting there thinking like it's all kind of stuff up under. You know what I'm saying? You gotta have it first to realize that it's cheap and you don't need it. Because what if you want to change your room around? You gotta, you know what I'm saying? You gotta detach everything. You know what I'm saying? You can't just scoot it over like a regular. I don't miss it. You know what I miss? My equipment. I don't miss none of that. Not even the table. Because the only thing that was expensive on that table was the marble. The wood was cheap. I know it because when I got it, I said, this look good, but I know it's cheap. We're not getting no class. Listen, I know it's about 7 people that see a no connection. It is 36 people spinning right now. I mean their device. Look at the little circle right there. When you hear somebody say, what is she saying? What is she talking about? Because I can't see it, is because they are aware they cannot view it. So when you hear me say, it's only certain individuals that have access to me, now y'all understand. If you have access to me at this point, that means something. Don't be like the other ones.